Hello and welcome to Huntington Beach, California. It is the AVP Heritage Series event from beautiful Surf City in Southern California. It's our first event of the 2026 season, and it is a beautiful Saturday morning, a little past 10 a.m. here, and we're on the women's side of the draw. It's the contenders bracket. My name is Rich Lamborn. I'm pleased to be joined by none other than local legend, international legend, man of mystery, father of 17, Casey Patterson. Casey.
Oh, love being here. I feel like I'm on vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you used to live about 30 seconds up the road here, and so these are literally your home sands. We got a good one here in the women's contenders bracket. It is one of our international wild cards, Victoria and Thâmela versus Walter and Martinez, the 16 seeds, taking out Gina and MJ Rice yesterday afternoon to make their way here. A little bit surprising maybe from both sides for different reasons. Thâmela and Victoria, I'm sure, not expecting to lose early, but I think they went down to Sarah Hughes and Allie Battenhorst in 3 sets. And here's Walter with the first chance. She goes high off the hands of both Brazilian players.
What to set the tone, going over both of you.
Yeah. This is a bit of an unknown entity for us here. My first time certainly seeing Walter and Martinez play, so I'm kind of excited. Mark just told me they're Cal Poly players, so we know they have gotten some phenomenal tutelage from none other than the professor, Todd Rogers, gold medalist.
Yeah, I was expecting them both to have incredible vision.
Yeah.
Nice wrist away down the line.
Yeah, good challenge for the ladies coming out, not only in a professional tournament, but getting to play one of the top teams in the world.
Right, the chance to play this team is usually got to be on, in the Elite 16, top 16 teams in the world playing in those events. So this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, Victoria and Thâmela, Brazil's third team behind the gold medalist, Ana Patricia and Duda, and then, of course, Carol Solberg and Rebecca.
They're fun to watch. They're playing so well.
Yeah, they are playing great right now. Last year, though, Thâmela Victoria, winners of a couple. Oh, yeah, look at this. Martinez teeing off.
What a set, too. That didn't move. I could read how much air pressure to put in the ball from here.
Yeah, we talked about it in our last match, if you were with us, just the proliferation of hand setting, particularly in the women's game.
Right.
That is largely in part to the NCAA programs and how much training girls are getting at a younger and younger age.
Right, I remember really changing when you had Kelly Chang, Sarah Sponsel just dishing. You're like, wow, everyone's really setting the tone here with their hands.
Yeah, there's such an advantage when you can locate the ball consistently, right?
Yes.
And your ability to do that overhand much higher than with the bump set, and so that becomes such a huge skill, such a huge factor in offensive. This is one of my favorite things when the college girls come out to the pros. And
that's how you know they're in college. They got the spandex tan lines. Yes.
Yeah, because in college, of course, you play in kind of those spandex shorts, and then the girls.
AVP Beach Volleyball is more than a sport. It's an experience. And for just $59 a year, AVP Gold membership gives you all access. Ticket discounts all season, early access to seats, compete in AVP events, and big savings on pro gear. Get in the game and experience everything the AVP has to offer. Get your gold membership today at avp.com.
The top of the tape from Thâmela. They get level. It was the young Walter and Martinez who took the lead into the first side change. Already showing their class early on in this match. It just becomes a little bit of a, how long can you keep it going against?
War of attrition. Ooh.
Scoop from Victoria. Yeah, a little slither line. Taking a touch off of that. Thâmela continuing to serve after that transition play.
Yeah, a little different adaptation for these international teams, using, of course, a different ball on international tours that favors more float serve, and the Wilson is such a, I think, the best ball that we use in the game. It takes a little bit of an adjustment to get used to because the style doesn't complement itself from one or the other.
Yeah, Victoria having no problem on that particular play, but yeah, it does kind of jump off the hand differently, right? Jumps off the arms a little bit differently. I agree with you that it overall is a much nicer ball, easier to control, but it's different.
Yes.
And so if you don't have the reps under your belt at working with the ball, it can be a little bit of an issue when you've kind of done all your work with the Mikasa.
Right. Great serve down the line.
That's a really smooth shot from Thâmela on the left side. Yeah, there's so many things that are impressive when these college girls come just straight into the pros. They're well formed already, right? Like so many elements of their game that used to take, kind of years and years of repetition in the pro ranks to get under your belt. They just come out with them already. Victoria's gonna be there, but not able to control that shot.
And that's like the layer on having it as a Division I sport, and these girls having it to chance to do it for 5 years maybe, is that they're also now having coaches that have played their whole life doing that as a profession as well, right? You got Stein Metzger, you got Todd, you got Dane Blant, you got almost every coach has almost been a professional for their whole lives, and so they're getting access to these high-level plays and strategies and systems right away.
Pick up Martinez. Oh, yeah.
Jeez, okay.
Take a cut. Love that. Yeah, I am a huge proponent of swinging in transition.
Yes. Don't give them a chance to fight back / prepare, set up on defense.
Well, you mentioned the great Dane Blanton. He is the head coach at USC, the women's beach program. They, all they did was win 4 straight national championships.
If you're into that, I guess that's cool.
Yeah. Their crosstown rival UCLA, the victor this year, which is always a little disappointing if you're a Trojan. But he was kind of echoing that sentiment. Oh, a little bit of a puzzler there from Victoria.
Yeah.
Kind of dropped that one short. Shorter than Martinez was expecting, I think. But yeah, he was echoing that sentiment that he's a fan of swinging away in transition. It just forces, even if you hit it at a player, right?
Yeah.
They've got to come up with a good dig. A blocker's got to make a good move. There's a great swing. Walter on the left side to the faraway corner.
Right, and in transition, you're usually a little bit more stressed because you maybe miss an opportunity to score, and so you're looking to, so you get a little anxious on defense. So to be able to swing and be aggressive, it's like you're just throwing it right back at them.
And everything has to line up pretty well to dig a hard-driven ball, whereas if it's a soft shot coming, you can be out of position and have time to run it down. Oh, she does catch the sideline. Oh, little.
They have a team dance?
I like it.
Wow, we're ready. Let's go.
Little ace dance. That one was a lot more enjoyable than the ace dance Phil Etherton used to do indoors when he would get an ace. Which prompted Coach Doug Beal at the time to say, if I ever see that again, you will be kicked right out of this gym.
Oh, that's so funny. Reminds me of playing with Carl.
Hey, 11-9 as Thâmela misses that one. That was kind of the forearm shiver.
I mean, impressive serving from our girls from Cal Poly right now, right? They've kind of sniped the sideline, then they're working the middle and like a 14-footer that's dropping. Like, that's something that usually takes time to develop because you play and everyone's just worried about side out and defense, but serving and creating opportunities is such a high-level aspect.
Good run down Martinez, chance to stretch out the lead here.
Jumbo.
Oh, just misses. Oh, she thought she got a touch from Thâmela. I don't think there was any. It didn't look like the ball changed direction at all. So that's going to be a 1-point advantage for the young girls from Cal Poly over the Brazilians here as we hit the technical timeout. Yeah, there's so many little elements that I think, going back to studying under the tutelage of great former players like Raji, Stein, Dane. Serve placement.
Yes.
Right? Kind of game management, I think, is a huge one, too.
Right.
We could see from Martinez and Walter there kind of going that sideline to middle to short middle, just this progression of serves, right? That I would consider pretty advanced.
Yes.
And they just come right to the sand with that already in their arsenal.
Right. It's usually you feel like making those types of serves it's usually when you feel like you have to, versus that's the system and we have this structure where we're attacking and we're ahead of the game. We're not waiting until we have to make a perfect serve, right? Or we have to. We're creating that opportunity early.
Right.
Same thing. Anytime teams like scout each other at like a basic level, it's like, well, what do they do? And it's like, we got to stop worrying so much about what they're doing. We got to just go attack in every aspect of our side of the net.
Right. Let's impose our will.
Yeah.
Brazil looking to do that here in the second half of this set. There's a good serve right on cue.
I can serve sideline too.
Yeah, that was a sideline, kind of the Patterson, Gibb, Hildebrand trio.
Yeah.
The Holy Trinity, I like to call them. The 14-footer there.
That was our bread and butter.
That one's going to be wide, however. So Coach Rico not going to be pleased with that game management misstep.
He's always so serious when they're winning or losing. I can't tell where he's at, so he's very consistent.
Yeah, he is definitely engaged. One of the great, there's a block from Walter at the net on the tight pass. Yeah, Rico coached Brandy and Mel to a silver medal.
That's right.
Last year, 2 years ago now at this point in the Paris Olympic Games. He's married to Bobby Seixas, of course. One of the great all-time players coming out of Brazil, a world champion and an Olympic silver medalist as well. He's got quite the coaching resume.
Yeah.
Now, switching over to work with this team, Victoria and Thâmela, this season. They're up against it a little bit. That does find the baseline.
There's always plus there's always young talent coming from Brazil. You show up one year and there's 3 new teams that are all just as good as the ones before. And like, who are these guys? There's just so many good players from Brazil.
Yeah, they don't have the collegiate system, but they've got something similar to Victoria. Great run down there.
What a
chance
set.
Transition. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Go ahead. Rico out of his chair.
Yeah, he's standing. Coach is
one.
standing up. I can read that body language. Let's go.
Yeah, she's one of the more highly touted talents in Brazil. A lot of people liken her to Duda. Who's one of the, Duda's got to be. She's Mount Rushmore.
Oh my gosh,
Brazilian.
So good.
Oh boy, there's a big stuff from Thâmela. Out of his chair again. He's pumped.
2 in a row. There's the compilation, right, where you get one, I get one.
Yeah.
Your turn, my turn.
Yeah. Walter Martinez is going to call a timeout as Brazil nudges in front by 2. Yeah, so Brazil don't have the collegiate system, but they've got some sort of development system that has the same results, I think. Because like you said, every year there seems to be these fully formed great Brazilian beach volleyball players that you've never heard of, but show up and they're ready to win.
Who's this Alvaro guy?
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what? You're in the finals in your first one playing against Phil and Rosie? Okay, guess he's good.
It's something special. And it's great. It's great that our collegiate system is kind of producing those same results for our women's side as well. And we just have seemingly now a never-ending stream of talent coming out, not only into the international game, but here domestically. And this team is a perfect example of it. Walter Martinez playing great thus far. They're up against it a little bit here, giving up 4 straight there to have Brazil in front by 2.
Yeah, that's something that Matt Furbringer and I are trying to focus on, is the pipeline for the men. How do we establish more opportunities and chances for kids that are younger to want to do that same thing?
What a scoop!
Come on.
Yeah, they don't end up with the point, but that was phenomenal effort.
So good
from Walter and Martinez, just staying in the point. Making Brazil earn it. That's, sometimes that's a little victory in and of itself.
Yes.
Even if you lose a point.
Just being close.
Yeah, making your opponents earn it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for that.
That's a stat we keep, affecting the play, right? Even though we didn't win it, we're affecting it. We're getting closer and closer, right?
Yeah, Thâmela starting to dial in a little bit now at the net.
It's incredible how 1 or 2 plays calms the whole nervous system, and you start to be free and use the time wisely and set plays up long term. It's just, love that feeling. You can find that you're like, I'm in the flow.
Yeah, toss looked a little bit behind her that time for Victoria, but they still, 3-point advantage for Brazil.
Yeah, sometimes that's the downside of trying to flick it on the toss. You get it tossed behind you a little.
Top of the tape, Martinez. That is, just misses.
That's such a good high-level play off that dig, too. Instead of just going generic, vanilla, straight in, she goes back, creates space, makes them move, adjust on defense. It's a bummer that was out, but that's such a great high-level play.
It allows you to just get a little momentum on your approach, right, with that length. Tough serve. Another chance for Brazil in transition. Thâmela around to the right. And that one is going to get stuffed. So, again, I love the fight from this duo. In some tough positions. They stay in the point.
Yes. You can feel that with all this experience, again, going back to having it for while you're in school, it's like you have all this experience to be patient and calm in those situations.
Sails a bit. Yeah, I'm a big sort of believer that winning is a habit.
Yes.
So these girls that get used to winning in college,
right,
that really serves them well. Because, it used to be that you didn't have much experience, so you get to the pro ranks and you just take a bunch of lumps for a couple years.
Yes, you just wear it, yeah.
Nice swing there. Martinez right up the middle. And switch ends at 19-16. Yeah, but coming out with the ability to win, the belief in yourself that you can win, and kind of the repetitions in situations where you need to perform to win.
Right.
Is such a good skill set to have.
Right, like getting that dig in the angle and then going back. I don't need to tell you, it's just a feeling. We've been doing it for years, and that's where you have answers.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be in. Victoria now. Oh, a little.
Oh, she got it.
How about it? Martinez, go ahead. Wide open net.
Do something cool.
Oh, just misses again.
Look at missed her hand. Like she tried to snap it a little early. What a dig in that off that pokey though. Wow.
Putting in the work, and those are the kind of things where you hate to lose those points, but the decisions are correct.
Yes.
So right there's, not that it's much consolation, but at least you're making the right choices. You can try and dial in the execution as you progress in the match.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking to you, dude. We're right there. Like we're making all the right choices. We're there. Oh, inside out. Nick Lucena, back pokey.
My British friends like to call that a cheeky little.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Still 3 set points, however, for the Brazilians. Test Thâmela. And she's going to hammer one.
It's so good.
The Porra Caralho, is it? You're going to hear that from time to time from a Brazilian.
Yeah.
Not sure that's family friendly if we translate it, but still exciting.
I love the Brazilian mentality, culture, and style of the game, though, too. It's just like attack, 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 and then like enjoy it and feel the flow. And it's very like, it's just such an amazing lifestyle in like Rio, Brazil, when you play. And so the culture is just incredible. I love their style. Attack, and then we dance, and then we attack. I just love it.
There is sort of an interesting dichotomy there, right? Because they do have a very joie de vivre,
Yes.
they love life, and you
Yes.
know, the vibes and whatever are phenomenal. And you would think that maybe that laid-back approach would lead into the volleyball, but they're very serious
right.
about the sport.
Yes.
They analyze, they develop.
Yeah. I mean, their training systems and how they develop players I feel like they're always kind of ahead of the game in a sense, creating and trying things out and experimenting.
Very innovative.
Yeah.
It is the second biggest sport in that large country. I mean, you know, football is God, of course.
Right.
Yeah, I actually have heard people say that volleyball is the #1 sport in Brazil because football is a religion.
Oh, right. Yeah. Though that's just going to church.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice little knuckle pokey over the top from Walter to start us off here in set number 2. Ladies from Cal Poly seeing if they can't bounce back into this one. Lots and lots of bright spots. They are going to have their hands full against Victoria and Thâmela, a top 10 team in the world.
Yeah. There's not a lot of scenarios that they don't feel like they can come back for or control.
Right. And we've already talked about the intensity of Coach Rico, so he's going to make sure that they're on task here. Probably not pleased that they're in the contenders bracket early on a Saturday morning.
Yeah. A little extra fire, but that's a great thing to bring up though, because in these moments there's a little bit of thoughts that creep in, like, okay, we're in the contenders, where he's like, no, we're winning every match, every play, every set.
Really good swing there on 2 from Victoria. And she's looking extra springy out here this morning. You mentioned the depth of the sand in our first match. It's kind of medium depth, so gives you a little extra spring.
Ooh, there's a good toss.
Yeah, phenomenal serve. That toss stays in front of her, and she just rips one cross court.
That's where this ball is so fun. You can really get on it and get it to move and get a lot of movement on it.
It reacts well to your input.
Yes.
Another heater.
Oh, shoulder. She tried to send it over on one.
She did, yeah.
I like that.
That was the old get off me attempt. Too much heat. This girl's got a little sass to him, Walter and Martinez.
Yeah.
We saw the ace dance. Little finger snapping, head popping going on their side. I like it. Service mistake, though, is going to give the Brazilians the slight edge as we switch sides for the first time here in set number 2. It was a 21-17 victory for Thâmela and Victoria in set number 1, but they were down early. Martinez and Walter playing well.
I like that they're staying on their serve, though. They're not like serving easy versus, just because like, let's just give them like an easy ball in their lap. They're still staying in system. They're not over serving. They're just trying to hit their spots that created a good opportunity in the beginning of the first set. I think now it's just maybe changed my location from where I serve and think about, hey, one of us can green light, the other one we have to maybe keep it in a good spot. Like that. Good combo.
There's the dance.
They didn't learn that from Todd. There's no way.
There is no chance. That in one play represents more emotion than Todd showed
his whole career.
In the entirety of his career.
Outside of hugging Phil and rolling in the sand when they won gold. That's it.
Yeah, that's sort of the culmination of years and years of effort.
Yeah.
Released in one play and then back to
business.
Back to business, yeah. That shot unfortunately misses short into the net for Martinez. Another ace.
Jeez.
Yeah, Victoria is dialing it in. She's got one on the baseline. This one just driving from 5 to 5.
That's like 2 out of her last 3 serves.
No dance detected on the Brazilian side.
Yeah, no. Coach doesn't let it happen until there's a 4-point lead.
Yeah. That's smooth. Little kind of low set. Speed up the tempo a little bit. And Walter rolls that over the top nicely.
Yeah, that's great. A little bit of tempo, movement, get the blocker anxiously up early, you measure, and you just wrap right over.
Yeah, I like how you say that, kind of get the blocker up early, right? When you increase the tempo, it sort of forces the defense to give away their position
right
a little earlier, right, than they might like to ordinarily.
Yeah, and that's the whole game, right, is because it's just one blocker. They have to be so sneaky and out of your vision and leverage time more, like we said, versus indoor where you're just over and you've got, you know, 5 other guys helping you.
Right, right. We talked about the sort of symbiosis between blocker and defender. So if the blocker goes early, the defender naturally goes early, and it just kind of adds to that defensive anxiety.
Yes.
That's a really nice swing there from Walter, and so
they're feeling it. Good side outs. They created some points. This is where I feel like their serving starts to come back, right? Like now that they're siding out a little bit more consistently, it frees you up to be not overly aggressive, but feel calm and hit your spot.
The middle.
Down the middle. Such a good hand setter.
Yeah, big stuff from Thâmela.
And that was where the defense, right? Thâmela goes, all right, you got me up early last time. I'm going to wait you out here, and I'm not going to give you any information.
Yeah, and out of the middle, too, making the correct choice, just pressing over big. That one, yeah, just a weird contact.
Yeah, well, you can feel like right before that serve, wind, kind of like a little gust. It picks up a little bit. You know, as a server, right then, I'm even more confident. I can throw a little bit something new at him and create something like an overpass like that.
Oh, wow, how about that? I mean, Victoria putting on a display, showing all the serves.
This is my favorite type of run where you feel like such a flow back there. You're hitting the hybrid, the floater, the jumbo, then you jump serve the line, the middle, the whole buffet.
Yeah, and forcing Walter and Martinez into the side switch. That one's going to be tough as well. Yeah, and the wheels coming off just a little bit, but that is as a result of the immense pressure being put on by Victoria from the service line. And so Walter Martinez will call a timeout and see if they can't slow down the momentum of Victoria a little bit.
Yeah, good. Complement each other. Get the stuff block in the middle. Go back and be free on the serve.
Yeah, did you have any kind of game plan if somebody was on a service run against you? You know, I mean, we all kind of get into the, hey, let's get this next side out, but do you have a mindset that helped you?
Yeah, one thing would just be tracking that ball a little bit earlier, but then staying calm through the contact of the serve, right? Hardest part is you're anxious to make a great play. You make maybe an adjustment, we shift with our feet, maybe you would step over to help me a little bit, shrink the middle, but then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to think I need to muscle this thing or like force it to happen. I want my attention to be on the toss, if it's inside, outside, high, also what the last couple serves were before that, so I can kind of expect what's coming, but then be calm through contact so that I can get a good, patient read on this serve.
Right, and that's what's so impressive about what Victoria's doing is she's throwing out a different serve every single time
you don't
to
know.
Try and combat that. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, we don't know because she's staying free. Oh my gosh.
There's a heater right up the middle. Tough chance here. Brazil going to have an opportunity in transition. It'll be Victoria around to the right side. Yeah, an easy cut shot. So it is the Victoria show right now here in set number 2. Thâmela with the kind of block to, I can't remember if that kicked off the scoring run or that just kept it going.
I think it kept it going, and then
Victoria took the baton,
powered it up,
running with it from the end line. There's another good try.
Oh, what a lefty ice cream cone set.
Oh yeah. Oof. Yeah, I think that's the correct call. Rico's going to be out of his chair and displeased, but I believe that is correct. That is, I mean, that's when you know you're engaged, though, when you're up 13-8
And coaches.
at the technical
Yes.
timeout, and your coach is blowing brain over what he feels is a missed call. It is
I like that.
unbelievable.
It lets him be, I can still focus on my game and let him be on the ref. I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
What was that, like 8 serves in a row?
It was
She's
a lot.
been serving that whole side change.
Well, and the impressive thing, again, is that we didn't see the same serve twice in a row.
Yes.
Oftentimes servers, especially if there's a little bit of wind coming off the water like there is, will get themselves into a corner-to-corner groove or something.
Right.
Victoria was throwing a different serve.
Yeah, with the wind, against the wind, both sidelines, middle, floater,
Yeah.
faster, slower, spinnier. I love that. All those layers, that's so fun to watch.
And it is an extremely helpless feeling as a receiver if you have absolutely no idea what's coming at you.
It's like your eyes are closed until she makes contact.
Right. Well, after the lift call on the dig attempt from Thâmela, the Walter to serve. Oh, a little back knuckle from Victoria on the tight pass.
And things are just rolling, right? Everything's just going well now because we're free and confident and trusted. We can score any way we want.
Well, to me, that's one of the sort of byproducts of the proliferation of the option play.
Yes.
Is that everybody's ready to deal with the tight pass.
Yeah, right.
It used to be you would kind of wait off the net because you're trying to pass off the net. And then if it got tight, you were scrambling because
and you're stuck just trying to save it, or you can't do anything. Right.
And now everyone is just, it's at least in the back of your mind that maybe option is in play. So, that one just misses. A good swing from Martinez, but can't get it to dive inside the court. Yeah, I mean, so often these passes that would ordinarily be either direct points or advantage for the serving team become kind of easy putaways.
Right, they've completely flipped that.
That one's going to be wide. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously this is just kind of a superb serving performance from Victoria, but what I really like too is that she's not missing and sort of letting Walter and Martinez up off the mat.
I was just going to say that. You don't need to overdo it at this point. They're putting the pressure on themselves.
That is nice little tempo out to the pin in transition there from the Brazilians.
Yeah, after your 8th serve in a row, you don't need to serve tougher. You could almost just give them a free ball and you're so stressed about siding out.
Yeah, we used to talk a lot about that, right?
Yeah.
So often we think that like, hey, I got to serve now, that frees me up to go harder at the next one and harder at the next one. And it should almost be the opposite.
Exactly,
right?
Yes. We talked about it a lot where, someone's going to put this in his lap because he is struggling. I don't need to do anything more but just make them have to play.
Right, because the failure to side out puts psychological pressure on receivers.
So much.
Yeah, that one's going to be no good. No argument that time from the Brazilians. That one was a jump shot for Victoria. So it's 17-11. Tough predicament here if you're Walter Martinez, but one of the things they've shown us throughout this match is there's no lack of fight.
Right. Yeah, the resilience is there, the calm, they're trusting each other.
There's a nice swing from Thâmela up the line. And a good defensive setup from Walter Martinez.
Yeah, I mean, they're right there.
It's very often the case that good offense beats good defense.
Yes. Yeah, good offense lets everything else be much higher level and more fun.
And Thâmela a little upset with herself. That's a couple service errors, I think, in succession.
Like, wait, my first attempt? You just served 12 in a row?
Yeah.
Sorry, partner.
That one's going to miss as well. So, yeah, Again, to me, this is why it's so important to keep pressure on your opponents, right? Because if you can happen to get on a run like Victoria's been on, then I don't know, the shine comes off your opponents, right? They start making mistakes that they haven't been making.
Yes, right.
There's another block. Thâmela in great
Perfectly
position.
timed.
Yeah. Set up, great handwork in that cross court, and it gives Brazil 8 match points here in set number 2. Oh, wow. A rare mistake from the service line for this match from Victoria.
Well, that's just when you want to make it you want to have a 6 side out for the win. I get that. That's smart by them.
7 shots at it here. It'll be Walter serve, see if they can keep themselves alive for a little bit longer.
No freeze, luckily. We're fine.
There's another
good
cuff up the line from Thâmela, finds the sideline, closes out young Walter and Martinez in straight sets, 21-17, 21-13, and it was really the service performance from Victoria in set number 2 that was the difference maker. That freed up Thâmela at the net, got a few stuffs in there as well, and it was a good
she put on a very entertaining show with that service pressure. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, so it'll be a 9th place finish for Walter and Martinez, but a very enthusiastic and impressive showing, encouraging showing from the young girls out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of them in the future.
Yeah, they never felt like, even in that nasty run, it never felt like they were out of control or stressed out. They stayed the course, trusted each other.
So Victoria Thâmela will move on, and they will face the winner of Harward and Hodel, now playing against Chloe Lorraine and Corinne Quiggle out on court number 2. So we will have to await what's going on there. We'll see that a little bit later this afternoon. We're going to go back to the men's side in just a moment. For now, we will bid you farewell from Huntington Beach and be back in about 10 minutes' time at the top of the hour. A little more action here from Surf City, AVP.